Ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor to welcome you to the National Championships Tertiary Business Science Challenge 2024 version 6.0. Now, this is the second contest of the round of 16. In the first contest, we saw the Central University qualify to the quarterfinal stage. Now, there are two schools before me this afternoon. We have the SD Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies and the Accra Technical University. One of these two schools will qualify to join Central University at the quarterfinal stage. Which of these two schools is it going to be? This is the Tertiary Business Science Challenge brought to us by Graphic Business in partnership with the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana and the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. Our proud sponsors are MTN, PwC, Glyco Life, Compu Ghana, the Ghana National Association of Teachers, and GWEL Ghana. Our media partners are TV3 Daily Graphic and Graphic Online. Now, at the end of the zonal championships, 16 schools qualified to the national championship. Now, these 16 schools have been paired at the round of 16 stage for 8 contests. One of the contests has gone by with the Central University qualifying. 7 contests remain. Out of these 7 contests, the winners will automatically progress to the quarterfinal stage. In the second round of 16 contests, we have a rep from the Southeast Zone, Accra Technical University, coming face to face with a rep from the Northern Zone, that is the SD Dombo University for Business and Integrated Development Studies. Accra Technical University, like I said, qualified as one of the 8 reps from the Southeast Zone. Now, the zonal championship, they faltered a bit. It wasn't the performance that they expected. So they are going to use this contest to make amends. Indeed, they have indicated to me that this is the redemption contest that they've been looking up to. And they want to qualify to the quarterfinal stage over their opponent. But of course, they'll need to work hard and they will need to work as a team to be able to defeat this SD Dombo University team. This team, I'm told, have been preparing since, and I'm aware of the efforts that they have put in to get to this stage. They also want to make amends because they faltered at the finals for the Northern Zone. They lost to their bitterest rivals, the UDS, and they also want to make amends at this stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, contestants from both schools, please take your seats to my right and to my left. You are welcome.
Thank you.
Please speak into the microphone.
Thank
SD
you.
Dombo, you are welcome to Accra.
Thank you.
How was the journey like?
It was good.
It was good. Now, at the Northern Zone, you lost narrowly to the UDS at the final. How differently have you prepared for the national championship?
Yeah, as we were not cool with what went on at the zonal level, this time around we've prepared and we assure our school that we'll be able to put on our maximum best and give them the results that is needed.
What results are they expecting from you at the nationals?
We are expecting a win.
You're expecting a win in this contest. How far do you see yourselves going in this competition?
We don't see ourselves to be losers. We are putting all our maximum efforts to ensure that we beat any school that we meet, except that we are over-complacent and we are assuring ourselves that we will not be over-complacent over any other school. We will see all schools as good schools and we will prepare adequately for any school we are meeting.
That is wonderful. We'll see how that goes. But before then, please introduce yourselves.
Marzouk Abdullah, become accounting level 400.
Dawin Al Hassan, BSc Accounting and Finance, level 400.
Al Hassan Deshina Ishaq, BSc Accounting and Finance, level 400.
You are welcome once again, gentlemen. Accra Technical University, who do we have?
Edria Obed, we take accounting level 200.
Rukayatu Ali, HND level 300.
Your boy AJ, we take accounting level 200.
All right. You are welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Now, at the zonal level, although the contest was hosted on your campus, you could not win the trophy. How differently have you prepared for this contest?
Okay, so for the zonal contest, our preparation wasn't that much, so we were not able to proceed to the final stage. But we've made enough preparations to make sure that this one will go on well for us at this time.
All right. How do you see your opponents?
Okay, we are hoping for the best at this time.
How far do you see yourselves going in this national championship?
So based on our preparations towards this competition, we know that we will put up our effort, our best, to be the winner of this competition.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, both schools want to put up their best and ensure that they win this competition. But of course, Kasai and Frama, they will need to put in more effort to be sure that they are able to progress from this contest. This is one contest at a time. The contest before us is between the Accra Technical University on my left and the SD Dombo University on my right. A place at the quarterfinal stage is at stake. Only one of these two schools will automatically qualify to that stage. The contest is well poised. They are ready for action. I'm ready for action. They are here for redemption. I am here for the violence. My name is Al Hassan Yusuf Traule, and of course, I love academic violence. Let the violence begin. So, ladies and gentlemen, the contest is going to be organized in 5 rounds. Round 1 is on theory, round 2 calculation, round 3 is a business case of the day. Round 4 we have the graphic business segment and the true or false segment. The 5th and final round will be the riddles. Please, are we ready?
Yes, please.
Are you ready, SD Dombo?
Yes, please.
If we are ready, we begin with SD Dombo University for Business and Integrated Development Studies. Common preamble to both schools. The building block model in performance measurement was developed by Fitzgerald and Moon. It is designed to assess and manage performance in service-based organizations. It offers a structured framework for ensuring that performance is measured effectively across key areas of the organization. Now, the model focuses on 3 key elements. I hope we get that. The model focuses on 3 key elements. For each of the following examples, identify the element of the building block model that I am describing. I hope we get it. So I'm going to read out some examples or illustrations to you. For the example or illustration I read out, tell me which element of the building block model I'm referring to. Beginning with SD Dombo. SD Dombo. The customer service team receives a bonus for achieving high customer satisfaction rating or meeting their resolution time standards. The customer service team receives a bonus for achieving a high customer satisfaction rating or meeting their resolution time standards. Which element am I referring to?
Rewards.
That is correct. Rewards is correct. Now, Accra Technical University. Customer satisfaction score, employee training levels, and process efficiency. Your examples are customer satisfaction score, employee training levels, and process efficiency.
Expectancy.
No, that is not correct.
Nigeria.
It is also not correct. Bonus for SD Dumbo.
Standards.
No. Dimensions. Dimensions is the answer I was looking for. Our next set of questions, still beginning with SD Dumbo. SD Dumbo, what is gross domestic product and how does it differ from net domestic product? What is GDP? How does it differ from NDP?
Gross domestic product is the summation of all incomes in the country, less net factor income, less net factor income. Whilst net GDP is when depreciation is being deducted from GDP.
I'll give you 2 out of 3. I'm wondering why you subtracted net factor income. Now yours. Accra Technical University. What is actual GDP and how does it differ from potential GDP? What is actual GDP? How does it differ from potential GDP?
The actual GDP is the monetary value of all goods and services produced in the country, adjusted for inflation, whilst the potential GDP shall not be adjusted for inflation.
Is that your final answer? Okay, I'm going to give
Actual
you
potential GDP is the maximum GDP that a company can acquire.
that a company can acquire.
That a country can have or produce.
I'll give you 2 out of 3. Next set of questions, still beginning with SD Dumbo. SD, in finance and investment, the ratio that measures the risk-adjusted return of an investment while accounting for the volatility of excess returns is known as, in finance and investments, the ratio that measures the risk-adjusted return of an investment while accounting for the volatility of excess returns is known as.
The Sharpe ratio.
No.
Tyro ratio.
No, that is also not correct. Bonus for Accra Technical University.
Standard deviation.
No, please. It is called the information ratio. Information ratio. Now your major question, ATU. In finance and investment, the metric that measures the risk-adjusted return of an investment by comparing its excess return over a risk-free rate to its standard deviation, which represents the portfolio's total risk, is known as
Sharpe ratio.
Sharpe ratio is correct. For our next set of questions, we begin with Accra Technical University. Next set of questions, we begin with Accra Technical University. This is a common preamble to both schools. Common preamble. IT security controls are measures put in place to reduce or prevent the incidence of attacks on an organization's IT infrastructure. Explain and give an example each of the following types of security controls. Did you get a question? Did you get a question, SD Dumbo? So explain and give an example each of the following types of security controls. Yours is logical controls. Logical controls, ATU.
So logical control is a control how a company reason or the reasoning of the employees of an organization. And an example is how employees reason or have perception about the product of organization or how they are going to produce.
Certainly not correct. Bonus for SD Dumbo.
Logical controls talks about the procedures and structures that are kept in place to help the organization IT standards to be officially good. It includes all the procedures that have been kept in place, such as the logical systems and the logical budgets made.
That is not correct. That is certainly not correct. Now your major question, yours is physical controls. Physical controls, SD Dumbo.
Physical controls. It refers to the physical or the tangible control systems that one can see in the ICT system. This includes all structures, including the IT infrastructure, the hardware components, and also the database as well.
I'll give you 2 out of 3. Next set of questions, also a common preamble, beginning with ATU. You have to discuss how the following transactions are recognized and measured under both cash basis accounting and accrual basis accounting. Explain how the following transactions are recognized and measured using both cash and accrual basis of accounting. Beginning with ATU. ATU, salary advance paid to employees during the year. Salary advance paid to employees during the year.
On the cash basis, it will be recorded as an asset, and then on the accrual basis, taken for these are the credit side of the salary accounts.
I'm not sure I'll take that.
Okay, so for the cash basis, salary in advance will be recorded as prepayment, and then under the accrual basis, it will be recorded as an asset.
I won't accept that. It looks too vague to me. Do you want to attempt the bonus?
With cash basis, it's going to be recognized as an expenditure, and with accrual, it's going to reduce the salaries account, and then it's going to be part of the current assets in the financial position.
That is correct. SD Dumbo, yours is service received in kind. Services received in kind. How will it be recognized?
With basis, there is no recognition, and with accrual basis, we are going to recognize the value equivalent to that particular item, the market value equivalent to that particular item.
Is that your final answer? I'll give you 2 out of 3. Yes, under cash basis there will be no recognition, but under accrual basis, you just indicated that it will be recognized. How will it be recognized? Okay, first off, it will be recognized or measured at fair value as revenue, and then the corresponding entry will be treated as an expense. The last set of questions for this round. Still beginning with Accra Technical University, but it's a common preamble to both schools. The Customs Division of the GRA has a number of departments which assist it in carrying out their mandates. 2 of these departments are the preventive unit and the post-clearance unit. You have to tell me the function of the following. Please, I hope you got a preamble. Now, what is the responsibility of the preventive unit of the GRA, the Customs Division. The preventive unit of the Customs Division.
So the preventive division looks at prevent the borders from any insecurity attacks to the country.
Unit. They make sure that there will not be smuggling of goods and then not paying of taxes.
Yes, that is correct. And yours is the post clearance unit. SD Dumbo post clearance unit.
The post-clearance unit is responsible for clearing or doing away all revenues in the country that has been occurred or that have been done after the event.
They also issue tax credit certificates.
No, I won't take that. Bonus available.
Post clearance. The post clearance unit, they are responsible for any other circumstances that will occur after the customers has cleared their goods.
For a bonus, I won't take that. Yeah, you have an idea, but for a bonus, I won't accept that. Essentially, what the post clearance unit does is that when the goods have been cleared and there are any issues after, they conduct audits to be sure that whatever duties that you paid indeed are actually the duties that you were supposed to have paid. And on that note, we come to the end of round 1. Okay, so ATU, how is it going so far? Are we on track?
Yeah, but not going well according to what we were expecting, but still we are hoping for the best.
Ezidomo, how is it going so far?
We are still on track.
We are still on track. Ladies and gentlemen, they are all on track. I am on track. We are waiting for the scores for round 1, but this is still the second round of 16 contest. It is between Ezidomo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies from the northern region, no, from the Upper West region, against the Accra Technical University from the Greater Accra region. The winner of this contest will progress to the quarter-final stage. At the end of round 1, Accra Technical University had 8 points, Ezidombo University had 10 points. There's still more rounds to go. There are still more rounds to go. We go straight into round 2. Now this round is made up of questions that involve calculations. Each of you have the opportunity of answering 6 major questions. For a major question, you have 30 seconds within which to give me an answer. If it's a bonus, you have just 5 seconds. 2 attempts only at a major question, 1 attempt at a bonus. 3 points if you get your major question correct, 1 point if it's a bonus. Please, are we ready? Ezidombo, are you ready? ATU, are you ready?
Yes, please.
We are beginning round 2 from the Accra Technical University. ATU. Now, during the audit of CompuGhana, the auditor selected a sample of 30 expense reports out of a total of 300 reports. If the total expense amount is 1.2 million cedis and the total value of selected samples is 120,000 cedis, calculate the projected total expense based on the audited sample. During the audit of CompuGhana Limited, the auditor selected a sample of 30 expense reports out of a total of 300 reports. If the total expense amount is 1.2 million cedis and the total value of the selected sample is 120,000, calculate the projected total expense based on the audited sample.
$480,000.
That is not correct. You have one other chance.
$360,000.
It is also not correct. Bonus available to SD Dumbo. Okay, so I'm not going to mention the answer now. I'll mention that later. Now your major question, SD Dumbo. During the audit of Glycolife, the auditor selected a sample of 50 payroll transactions out of a total of 500 transactions. If the total payroll expense is 500,000 cedis and the total value of the selected sample is 50,000 cedis, calculate the projected total payroll expense based on the auditor's sample. During the audit of Glycolife, the auditor selects a sample of 50 payroll transactions out of a total of 500 transactions. If the total payroll expense is 500,000 cedis and the total value of the selected sample is 50,000 cedis, calculate the projected total payroll expense based on the auditor's sample.
$495,000.
No, please, you have one other chance.
45,000.
It is also not correct. Bonus for ATU.
50,000.
No, it is 500,000. The answer is actually in the question. I hope we can see the answer in the question. I gave you the total and I asked you to calculate the total for me. Pay attention to the question, ladies and gentlemen. Your major question, ATU. This one, the answer is not in the question. Now, calculate the return on investment and the residual income from the following information. Investment in Division A, 1 million cedis. Division A's operating income, 200,000 cedis. Minimum required rate of return is 12%. The question again. Calculate the return on investment and the residual income from the following information. Investment in Division A is 1 million cedis. Division A's operating income 200,000 cedis. The minimum required rate of return is 12%.
So, 96,000 for the return is 20% and the income is 96,000.
2 out of 3. Your major question, SD Dumbo. Calculate the return on investment and the residual income for Division B based on the following information. Investment in Division B is 800,000 cedis. Division B's operating income is 160,000 cedis. The minimum required rate of return is 15%. Calculate the return on investment and residual income based on the following information. The investment is 800,000 cedis. Division B's operating income is 160,000 cedis, and the minimum required rate of return is 15%.
$24,000.
Now the answer you gave is not correct. Bonus for ATU.
The return is 20% and the income is 24,000.
No. Yes, the return is actually 20%, but the income is 40,000. For a bonus, I cannot give you half. Okay. All right. Next set of questions, still with ATU. ICAG's income statement for the year ended 31st December 2021 showed a net profit of 6.5 million cedis. It was later found that 1.8 million cedis paid for maintenance of motor vehicles had been debited to the motor vehicles at cost and had been depreciated as if it was a new motor vehicle. If it is ICA's policy to depreciate motor vehicles at 25% per year on straight line basis, with a full year charge in the year of acquisition, what would be the net profit after adjusting for this error? ICAG's income statement for the year ended 31st December 2021 showed a net profit of 6.5 million cedis. It was later found that 1.8 million cedis paid for maintenance of motor vehicles had been debited to the motor vehicles at cost and had been depreciated as if it was a new motor vehicle. If it is ICA's policy to depreciate motor vehicles at 25% on straight line with a full year charge in the year of acquisition, what will be the net profit after adjusting for this error?
480,000.
No, please.
6,950,000.
That is also not correct. You've exhausted your chances. Bonus is available to SD Dumbo.
4.25 million.
No, please. The answer is 5,150,000. 5,150,000. Now your major question, SD Dumbo. GTEC's income statement for the year ended 31st December 2022 showed a net profit of 800,000 cedis. It was later found that 150,000 cedis paid for maintenance of motor vehicles has been debited to the motor vehicles at cost and had been depreciated as if it was a new motor vehicle. If it's the policy of the company to depreciate vehicles at 20% per year on straight line basis with a full year charge in the year of acquisition, what will be the net profit after adjusting for this error? GTEC's income statement for the year ended 31st December 2022 showed a net profit of 800,000 cedis. It was later found that 180,000 cedis paid for maintenance had been debited to the motor vehicles at cost and had been depreciated as if it was a new motor vehicle. If it's a policy of the company to depreciate motor vehicles at 20% on straight line, what will be the net profit after adjusting for this error?
The net profit is 584,000.
No, please, that is not correct. You have one other chance.
So,
You've been bailed out. Bonus for ATU.
656,000.
What?
656,000.
No, it is 680,000. 680,000. For our next set of questions, we begin with SD Dumbo. SD Dumbo, you begin the next set for me. The graphics team has achieved a revenue of 1 million cedis in a quarter. Their target revenue was 900,000 cedis. Calculate the sales team's efficiency and effectiveness using the standard formula. Graphic team has achieved a revenue target has achieved a revenue of 1 million cedis in a quarter. Their target revenue was 900,000 cedis. Calculate the sales team's efficiency and effectiveness using the standard formula.
%90.
No.
%27.78%.
No, that is also not correct. Bonus available to ATU.
111%.
That is correct. Now your major question. A marketing campaign aimed at increasing MTN's awareness resulted in 20,000 new website visits. The campaign's goal was to achieve 15,000 new visits. Calculate the campaign's efficiency and effectiveness using the standard formula. A marketing campaign aimed at increasing MTN's awareness resulted in 20,000 new website visits. The goal was to achieve 15,000 new visits. Calculate the campaign's efficiency and effectiveness using the standard formula.
$133.33.
That is correct. Next set of questions, still beginning with SD Dumbo. SD. GTech is evaluating bids for a technology project based on the following criteria with price 60%, innovation 25%, and delivery time 15%. The bids received are bid X, price 500,000 cedis, innovation score 85, delivery timeline score 70. Bid Y, the price is 480,000 cedis, innovation score is 90, and delivery timeline score is 65. Calculate the weighted score for each bid and determine the preferred bid based on the total score. I take it again. GTech is evaluating bid for a technology project based on the following criteria with price 60%, innovation 25%, delivery timeline 15%. The bids received are bid X, price is 500,000 cedis, innovation score 85, delivery timeline score 70. For bid Y, the price is 480,000 cedis, innovation score is 90, delivery timeline score is 65. Calculate the weighted score for each bid and determine the preferred bid based on the total score. If mailed out, bonus for ATU.
For the first product, 321.38, and the second one is 320.25. And the total is
No, it is not correct. It is not correct, please. So for bid X, it is 89.35, bid B or Y 92.25, and then the Y is selected because it has a higher weighted score. Now your major question, ATU. MTN Ghana is evaluating bid for a consulting project based on the following criteria with the price is 40%, expertise 35%, past performance is 25%. The bid received, bid P, price is 300,000, expertise scored 890, past performance score 80. Bid Q, the price is 280,000 cedis, expertise is 85, past performance is 85. Calculate the weighted score for each bid and determine the preferred bid based on the total score. I take it again. MTN Ghana is evaluating bids for a consulting project based on the following criteria with the price is 40%, expertise 35%, past performance 25%. The bids received, P, price is 300,000, expertise score 90, past performance 80. And then bid Q, price is 280,000 cedis, expertise score is 85, past performance score is 85. Calculate the weighted score for each bid and determine the preferred bid based on the total score.
The weighted average score for product P is 71, and that of KO is 65, and then we select product P.
That is not correct. Bonus for SD Dumbo. All right, you've also been bailed out. The weighted score for P is 88.83. For KO is 91. We select bid KO because it has a higher weighted score. The last set of questions for this round will begin with SD Dumbo. SD, calculate the consumer surplus given the demand function and market price as follows. Demand function is KO equals 100 minus 2P, and the market price is 30 cedis. Calculate the consumer surplus given the demand function and market price. The demand function is KO equals 100 minus 2P, and the market price is 30 cedis.
It's 600.
No, it is not 600. You have one other chance.
300.
No. Bonus for ATU.
20.
No, it is 400. 400. Now your question, ATU. You are also to calculate the consumer surplus given the demand function and market price as follows. Demand function is KO equals 200 minus 4P, and the market price is 25 cedis. Demand function KO equals 200 minus 4P. The market price is 25 cedis.
$20,000.
No, please.
200,000.
No, you've exhausted your chances. Bonus available to SD Dumbo.
300.
No, it is 1,250. 1,250. On that note, we come to the end of round 2. Please show some love. Show some love. The contest is still between Accra Technical University and the SD Dumbo University for Business and Integrated Development Studies. A place at the quarterfinal stage is at stake. One of these two schools will qualify automatically. Which of them will it be, ladies and gentlemen? At the end of round 2, do we have our scores? So whilst we wait for the scores, we are reminded that the program is still the Tertiary Business Science Challenge. It is brought to us by Graphic Business in partnership with the Institute of Chartered Accountants Ghana and the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. Our sponsors are MTN, PwC, Glyco Life, Compu Ghana, the Ghana National Association of Teachers, and World Ghana. The program is streaming live on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Our media partners are TV3 Daily Graphic and Graphic Online. At the end of round 2, At the end of round 2, SD Dombo University had no points, ATU had 6 points. We are going into round 3. That is a business case of the day. And now, in this round, both schools will be presented with a common problem, and they are supposed to work as a team and come up with one solution. This solution will be compared with what we have and marks awarded out of 10. Please, are we okay? You have your problem, you may pick it up. Yes. So we will take the problem together. MTN Ghana Limited wants to predict its sales based on advertising expenditure. The data for the last 10 months is as follows. So we have months 1 to 10, and we have advertising expenditure in thousands of dollars, as well as sales in thousands of dollars. What they are supposed to do is to calculate the least squares regression line for predicting sales based on advertising expenditure, and they are to interpret the slope and intercept of the regression line. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our business case of the day. You have 10 minutes within which you come up with your solution. You may start work now.
great source of power, adding to your options, knowing that quality and standard remains intact, and our content, which is accepted as truth and accuracy every day, is accessible on the go. Access your favorite daily graphic and our weeklies The Mirror, Graphic Business, Graphic Showbiz, Junior Graphic, and Graphic Sports on Graphic News Plus app. It's the digital replicas of our work. Download Graphic News Plus app on the Google Play Store, Apple App Store, and available on www.graphicnewsplus.com as you remain abreast of and keep news updates on the go. Home sweet home. Welcome family and friends. Choose the bundle that best works for you from as low as 10 Ghana cedis weekly for unlimited access to all publications. Graphic, truth and accuracy every day. Information is a great source of power, adding to your options, knowing that quality and standard remains intact, and our content, which is accepted as truth and accuracy every day, is accessible on the go.
Stop work and submit your solution. ATU SD Dombo. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back from the commercial break. This is still round 3 of the contest between the Accra Technical University and the SD Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies. In the round 3, we gave both schools a common problem, and they were supposed to work as a team and come up with one solution. Now, the problem has to do with regression. We gave them some figures for MTN Ghana, containing some advertising expenditure for 10 months, and they were supposed to calculate the least squares regression line for predicting sales based on the advertising expenditure, and also to interpret the slope and the intercept of the regression line. Now, to calculate the least squares regression line, you normally use a linear regression formula where y equals a plus bx Okay. Y is the predicted sales, A is the intercept, B is the slope, and X is the advertising expenditure. And there are formulas that you can use in computing the slope as well as the intercept. So to be able to compute the slope and the intercept, you will need to create a table to be able to get the necessary values. So for the month and then the advertising expenditure as well as the sales figures, you want to use the formula for computing the B, that is the slope. The formula is N into brackets sigma of xy minus sigma x sigma y all over N sigma x squared minus sigma x all squared. That is the formula for computing the slope. For the A intercept, it is sigma y minus b sigma x all over N, where N is the number of items or months. Now in the illustration that we gave, it means we needed to be able to compute sigma x, sigma y, sigma x squared, and then the sigma xy. If you're able to compute each of these, you have 1 point each. So we have sigma x to be 83, sigma y to be 628, sigma x squared to be 733, and then sigma y to be 5,407. Now if you're able to plug in the necessary figures, you get the value for the slope to be 4.41 and that of the intercept of A to be 26.167. You have 1 point each for those two. And you should be able to fix that into the regression square equation, where y equals 26.17 plus 4.41x, after which you interpret the formula that we have given, or the slope as well as the intercept. A slope of 4.41 indicates that for every 1,000 cedis or dollars increase in advert expenditure, sales are predicted to increase by 4,410. For the intercept, it means if no money is spent on advertising, sales are predicted to be 26,170. So this is what we were expecting. If you do this well, you have 10 out of 10. Now let's look at what Accra Technical University did. ATU. So they attempted to create a table. For months, they have advertising expenditure. They have sales, which is A. They were able to, and then B. For sigma B, they had 628. Sigma A, I don't know why they had 735. One is supposed to be 733. So they did something. The 628 is correct. Their interpretation, of course, because they did not calculate the slope, they did not calculate the intercept. So whatever explanation they've given there will not suffice. For their efforts, they get 2 out of 10. SD Dombo. Yes, they also created a table. They computed sigma x 628. They had sigma y sigma x 83, sigma y 628, sigma x squared 733. All of those are correct. And then at the back here they had sigma xy of 5,407. That is also correct. They were able to produce a formula and then computed the slope to be 4.413. That is correct. They computed the intercept to be 26.17. That is also correct. They did an interpretation of the slope, which is correct, as well as that of the intercepts. The only thing they left out was to fuse it into the regression equation. That is what they left out. But for their effort, they get 9 out of 10. So at the end of round 3, Accra Technical University had 2 points, SD Domo had 9 points. We are going into round 4A, but the schools want to effect substitutions. Gentlemen, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Who do we have from SD Dumbo?
My name is Soyoro Julius, Banking and Finance, level 300.
Okay, and from ATU?
My name is Nico Desmond, BTech in Accounting and Finance Analytics, level 200.
You are welcome once again, gentlemen. We are going into round 4A. That is a graphic business segment. In this round, I'm going to ask you questions on some stories that appeared in the graphic business newspaper. Each of you have the opportunity of answering 6 major questions. If you get your major question correct, it is 3 points. If it's a bonus question, you have 1 point. You have 10 seconds within which to answer your major question and 5 seconds if it's a bonus question. Now, for the purpose of this contest, we are asking you questions on stories that appeared in the 13th, 20th, and 27th edition of the graphic business newspaper. Please, are we ready, SD Dumbo? Are we ready, ATU?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we begin this round from SD Dumbo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies. This is a common preamble to all schools, to the two of you. Common preamble. Now, remittances, the financial flows resulting from immigration or emigration, have become one of the most significant sources of foreign exchange for developing nations. Renel Badu provides some insight into how remittances can be a driver for economic growth in Ghana. I hope we get a preamble. Now, Ezidombo, how much did Ghana receive in remittances in 2022, 2023, and what was the percentage change in the two figures? How much did Ghana receive in remittances in 2022, 2023, and what was the percentage change in the two figures?
So 2022 is 4.6 billion and 4.8 billion for 2023, and the percentage is 4.166.
Okay, I'll take that. ATU, how much did Nigeria receive in remittances in 2022, 2023, and what was the percentage change in the two figures? How much did Nigeria receive in remittances in 2022, 2023, and what was the percentage change in those two figures?
2022, Nigeria received 20.13 billion, and then 2023, 20.05 billion. And the percentage.
Can you mention the figures well? Speak into the microphone.
2022 is 20.13 billion, and then 2023 is 20.05 billion, and then the percentage changes. And the percentage changes 3.97.
Is that your final answer? Okay, it's fine. I'll take that as your final answer. So I'll give you 1 out of 3. Yes, 20.13 billion. The next one is 20.5 billion, not 0.5. And because of that, your percentage was also wrong, 1.84%. Next set of questions. Common preamble to the two of you, still beginning with SD Dumbo. Now, as Ghana continues to navigate the complexities of economic development, it is imperative to recognize the transformative potential of remittances. In the editorial of 27th August, the editor of Graphic Business examines how Ghana can harness the power of remittances for economic development. By learning from the successes of other nations, Ghana can unlock the full potential of remittances to drive economic growth, improve infrastructure, and enhance living standards. Explain the following strategies adopted by these countries and how Ghana can learn from the experiences. Now, SD Dombo, yours is Mexico's 3-for-1 program. Mexico's 3-for-1 program. Explain it and how can Ghana learn from that experience.
Okay, so Mexico 3-for-1 program. So in terms of remittances, Mexico has amassed 1 billion Ghana cedis, enabling them to feature about 10,000 projects. So the Mexico 3-for-1 project is a remittance project adopted by Mexico to help them improve upon their remittances.
I'll give you 2 out of 3. But out of curiosity, I had 1 billion cedis. Mexico spent cedis. That is the pressure, yes. So indeed, some of the figures you gave are right, but the explanation of the concepts, the principle of the 3-for-1 program, that was not clear, and that is why I'm giving you 2 out of 3. Now, Accra Technical University. Yours is India's Mahatma Gandhi Pravasi Suraksha Yojana, the program. What is it about and how can Ghana learn from that?
Yeah, it's all about creating a diaspora development funds. So Ghana can also learn from that by creating motivating those in outside country to save in Ghana, and also providing pension services and then insurance services as well.
That is correct. Next set of question. Okay, next set of question. Common preamble. Still with you, Ezidombo. Now, Robert M. Benin, the chief learning strategist at Temple Advisory, wrote a feature article on living and leading in the age of diminished expectations. He makes reference to 2 books he read. One was at his undergraduate studies in economics, or at the end of his undergraduate studies in economics. The other was later in life when he was drawn to finance and stock markets. I'm sure you read a story like that, right? Robert Benin. Now I want you to tell me, Ezidombo, what is the title and who is the author of the book he read at the end of his undergraduate studies in economics? What is the title and who is the author of the book that he read at the end of his undergraduate studies in economics?
So the book is Machine, Myth and Reality in Institutional Investment on Stock and Market. And the author is Tony Golden.
No, I'm not taking that. Even bailed out. Bonus for ATU.
Okay, the book he read is Aging, Diminishing Expectations, and the author is Paul Krugman.
What did you say the title is?
Aging, Diminishing Expectations.
For a bonus, I wouldn't want to accept that. Okay. Yes, the idea is there, but because it's a bonus, you need to be very specific with what you are saying. I need you to be the age of diminished expectations. The age of diminished expectations. That is what I'm looking for. Now, your major question. What is the title and who is the author of the book he read when he was drawn into the world of finance and stock markets? What is the title and who is the author of the book he read when he was drawn into the world of finance and stock markets?
Okay. The name of the book is Might and Reality in Financial Investment and Capital Stock Market. And then the author of the book is Isaac Gordon.
You've been bailed out. It's not correct. Bonus.
So, the book is Inside the Great Expectations by Tony Golden.
So for a bonus, I won't accept that. I want you to be specific. Yes, both of you have an idea, but for a bonus. The City, Inside the Great Expectations Machine, Myth and Reality in Institutional Investment and the Stock Market by Tony Golden. Next set of questions, I'm beginning with Accra Technical University. Okay, let's do a simple one. According to the CEO of Serene Motors, Abraham Adimpong, what is the average duty charge on the following vehicles at the port? So common preamble. According to the CEO of Serene Motors, what is the average duty charge on the following vehicles at the port? ATU, yours is Honda CRV. Honda CRV.
180,000.
No, you have one other chance.
150,000.
That is not correct. You've been bailed out. Bonus for SD Dumbo.
110,000.
No, it is 130,000. Now yours, SD Dumbo. Toyota RAV4. Toyota RAV4, 2020 and 2021 editions.
$180,000.
180,000 is correct. Next set of question, common preamble, beginning with Accra Technical University. All right. So Lechile Tebogo won a gold medal and a silver medal at the Paris Olympic Games. ATU, in which competition did he win the silver medal? Tebogo won a gold medal and a silver medal at the Paris Olympic Games. In which competition did he win the silver medal?
The 200 meters men race.
No. You have one other chance.
The 100 meters.
That is not correct. Bonus for SD Dumbo.
So we have the 2022 World Games second sprint. 2022 World Athletics.
No, that is not what I'm looking for. I'm talking about the Paris Olympic Games. And you're talking about 2022. The Paris Olympic Game was this year. Okay. It was a 4x400 men's relay. Now, yours. So he won a gold medal in the 200-meter final at the Paris Olympic Games, setting a new African record in the process. In what time did he win that race? He won the 200-meter final at the Paris Olympic Games, setting a new African record in the process. In what time did he win that race?
$19.6.
No.
19.16.
That is not correct. Bonus for ATU.
19.4.
I keep saying for a bonus, I want you to be specific.
19.4.
No, you cannot have two attempts. 19.46. In athletics, the seconds count a lot. So 19.46 is what I was looking for. Last set of questions for this round, ladies and gentlemen. Still beginning with Accra Technical University, but it is a common preamble. Still on the Olympic Games, the performance of Olympic athletes represent the higher height we all aspire to attain in our professional duties. Robert Benin proposed 3 significant lessons that leaders and businesses can learn from the Olympic Games. You have to explain, identify and explain in detail any one of these lessons as captured in this article. Identify and explain any one of the lessons that businesses and individuals can learn from Olympians, beginning from Accra Technical University.
Thank you, sir. So one of the points is preparing and anticipating for constraints in competition. That is, there will be challenges. Looking at the likes of Alfred Julian, he ran a competition anticipating that it might rain on that day, so he trained while it was raining. So you shouldn't just focus on the game, but anticipate for constraints, things that are likely to happen and be an impediment for the smooth running of the race or competition.
That is perfect. Ezidombo, let me hear from you.
Okay, so leaders should focus on their game and not competition. In order to perform as a company, you need to look at where you are going to the detriment and not what you are in for at that moment, and looking at some constraints around you. So leaders should just focus on doing their work at the right time and at the appropriate place, and prevent competing with other competitors. It's going to draw you back.
Do not focus on the competition when competing, ladies and gentlemen, is correct. On that note, we come to the end of round 4A. The contest is between Ezidombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies from WA in the Upper West region and the Accra Technical University from Accra in the Greater Accra region. The winner of this contest will progress to the quarterfinal stage. This is the National Championship, and this is the Tertiary Business Science Challenge 2024 version 6.0. The program is streaming live on Facebook as well as on YouTube. Our media partners are TV3 Daily Graphic and Graphic Online. Our sponsors are MTN, PwC, Glyco Life, Compi Ghana, NAT, as well as Gold Ghana. Do we have our scores for round 4A, ladies and gentlemen? All right. So whilst we wait for the scores, Ezidombo, how is the contest going so far?
So far, so good. We are still optimistic.
Are you meeting your expectations?
Not really, but we improve.
Certainly, you have to improve if you need to win this contest. Accra Technical University, how is the contest going so far?
Not the best, but we also still hope for the best. That is it.
Are you meeting your expectations?
Not really, sir.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there's still more time to win this contest, where we have 2 more rounds to go, the true or false segments, as well as the riddles. The contest has not been won yet. It will be won in the last 2 rounds, ladies and gentlemen. Our scores for round 4A. At the end of round 4, Accra Technical University had 7 points. Ezidombo University had 11 points. We're going into round 4B, that is a true or false segment. Now in this round, I'm going to read out some statements to you. Your duty is to tell me if the statement is true or false. You have the opportunity of answering 6 major questions. If you get it correct, you have 2 points. If you get it wrong, you suffer a penalty of -1. You may decide not to answer, in which case we can pass it on to the other school under the same conditions. Please, are we ready? AT, are you ready? Ezidombo, are you ready? All right, so riddles. No, not riddles. True or false? I'm beginning this round from Accra Technical University. ATU. The Sale of Goods Act applies to transactions where money is exchanged for goods. It does not cover exchanges involving barter or trade. True or false? The Sale of Goods Act only applies to transactions where money is exchanged for goods. It does not cover exchanges involving barter, trade. True or false?
False.
Yes. Ezidombo, the Sale of Goods Act allows buyers to return goods and receive a refund within a specified period, even if the goods are not defective. True or false? The Sale of Goods Act allows buyers to return goods and receive a refund within a specified period, even if the goods are not defective. True or false?
False.
Yes. ATU, an indifference curve that is farther from the origin represents a lower level of utility compared to one closer to the origin. True or false? An indifference curve that is farther from the origin represents a lower level of utility compared to one closer to the origin. True or false?
False.
Yes. Ezidombo, indifference curves that are tangent to each other represent combination of goods that yield the same level of utility. True or false? Indifference curves that are tangent to each other represent combination of goods that yield the same level of utility. True or false?
True.
No, you should have kept quiet. ATU. ATU. An event after the reporting period that results in the bankruptcy of a major customer is considered an adjusting event. True or false? An event after the reporting period that results in the bankruptcy of a major customer is considered an adjusting event. True or false?
True.
Yes. Ezidombo, an event after the reporting period that indicates the discovery of fraud by senior management is considered a non-adjusting event. True or false? An event after the reporting period that indicates the discovery of fraud by senior management is considered a non-adjusting event. True or false?
False.
Yes. For our next set of questions, we begin with Ezidombo. Ezidombo, exclusive distribution limits the availability of products to a single or very few outlets to create a sense of scarcity and luxury. True or false? Exclusive distribution limits the availability of product to a single or very few outlets to create a sense of scarcity and luxury. True or false?
It's true.
Yes. ATU, intensive distribution aims to maximize product availability by distributing through as many outlets as possible. True or false? Intensive distribution aims to maximize product availability by distributing through as many outlets as possible. True or false?
True.
Yes. Ezidombo. Ezidombo. In information system, packages are always cheaper than developing custom software solutions. True or false? In information system, packages are always cheaper than developing custom software solutions. True or false? You've been bailed out. Do you want to take the bonus? ATU.
Okay. False.
Yes, false. And now your major question, ATU. In information system, packages are always implemented as is without any modifications. True or false? In information system, packages are always implemented as is without any modifications. True or false?
False.
Yes, false. And now the last set of questions for this round, beginning with SD Dumbo. SD, in Ghana, all large taxpayers are on a self-assessment regime. True or false? In Ghana, all large taxpayers are on a self-assessment regime. True or false?
False.
No. ATU, the transfer pricing unit, is domiciled in the large taxpayer office of the GRA. True or false? The transfer pricing unit is domiciled in the large taxpayer office of the GRA. True or false?
True.
Yes, true. On that note, we come to the end of round 4B. We have one more round to go. One more round on riddles. Yes. So we wait for the scores for round 4B. We are waiting for the scores for round 4B, ladies and gentlemen. The contest is the second of the round of 16. In the first contest, Central University progressed to the quarterfinal stage. In this contest, the winner automatically joins Central University at that round. The next round of 16 contest will feature the University of Cape Coast and the Heritage Christian University College, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so at the end of round 4B, the scores. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of round 4B, SD Dombo University had 4 points, Accra Technical University had 14 points. We go into the final round, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the riddle segment. Now in this round, I'm going to give both schools the same riddle. It is open to the two schools. The first school to ring their bell will be required to give an answer in 10 seconds. Now, if they give the right answer, they may get 5 points if they answered on the first clue, 4 points if it's on the second clue, or 3 points if they answered on any other clue thereafter. Now, if they give a wrong answer, they can no longer partake in that particular riddle, and where there are further clues, I'll read them to the hearing of the remaining school. Please, they are supposed to indicate their readiness to answer a riddle by ringing their bell. Let me hear the bell from ATU. And that of SD Dombo. Are we okay with the rules? ATU.
Yes, sir.
And that of SD Dombo. Are you okay with the sound of the bell? No. All right, riddle number 1. There will be 5 riddles in all. It can go either way, ladies and gentlemen. Let's pay attention here. Are we ready? Riddle number 1. I am a form of communication between or among people. I started in 1872 with the publication of the book titled The Expression of the Emotions in Man and Animals by Charles Darwin. 2. I involve the conscious and unconscious processes of encoding and decoding. 3. I form a substantial portion of all communications. According to some authors, represent 2/3 of all communication, with some others putting it as high as 80%. 3. I'm important because I give valuable information about the situation, including how a person might be feeling, how someone receives information, and how to approach a person or group of people. 5. I transmit messages or signals through platforms such as voice, eye contact, body language, social distance, touch, physical appearance, Accra Technical University.
Non-verbal communication.
The answer you gave is non-verbal communication, and that is correct. They answered on the last clue, and that is 3 points. 3 points. Riddle number 2. Riddle number 2. I am a type of basic organizational structure found in businesses. I attempt to render a large and complex enterprise more flexible without sacrificing managerial authority. Some of my key features are that I have a good mix of doers and advisors. I clarify who is in charge. I'm also flexible and ensure better decision making. 4. Under my type of structure, a manager is responsible to establish the goals and directions that are to be fulfilled by the staff and other workers. 5. As a hybrid structure, I distribute work responsibilities from upper management to lower level employees. Who am I? Ezidombo.
Management by objectives.
No, please. That is not correct. You're also wrong.
Advocacy.
Sure. No. It is line and staff. Line and staff organization. Riddle number 3. Riddle number 3. Okay, so you should get this one for me. Any of you should get this correct for me. I am a concept within the law of contract, although I am not legally binding on any party. I normally occur at the preliminary stage of one of the key elements of a contract. I can be anything displayed to a large number of people as long as there's no defined way to choose who can accept. Ezidombo.
An offer.
No, please. That is not correct. You can no longer partake in this riddle. I'll continue. There is no defined way to choose who can accept, including advertisement, auction sale, display of goods, tenders, etc. 4. Although I cannot be accepted. Yes.
Invitation to treat.
That is correct. Invitation to treat is correct. They answered on the 4th clue, and that is 3 points. 3 points. We have 2 more riddles to go. Riddle number 4. I'm a type of malware found in computers. As a hardware, I was first invented in 1970s, and as a software, I was developed in 1983. While there are legitimate and legal uses for me, many uses of me are malicious. 4. Computer users can protect themselves from me using antivirus, automatic form fillers, one-time passwords, patterns or mouse recognition, and voice-to-text converters. 5. I may be defined as a software or hardware device that captures and records the keystrokes typed on a computer or other input devices, such as keyboards for use by the hacker. Who am I? Wow. ATU.
Spyware.
No, please. That is not correct. You have the option. Yes, SD Dombo.
Trojan horse.
No, that is also not correct. It is a key logger or keystroke logger or keyboard capturing. The last riddle for this contest, ladies and gentlemen. Last riddle for this contest. I am an online content sharing tool. My entries often combine embedded video or a video link with supporting text, images, and other metadata. 2. In recent years, I have spawned a large community on social media, becoming one of the most popular forms of digital entertainment. 3. I can be recorded in one take or cut into multiple parts. I am popular on the video sharing platform YouTube. 4. I also often take advantage of web syndication to allow for distribution of the video over the internet. 5. I am popularly believed that, or it is popularly believed that, alongside being entertaining, I can deliver deep context through imagery as obtained to written blogs. I am a form of blog for which the medium is video. Who am I? ATU.
Hardware.
No.
HD or high definition.
No, please. It is known as video blogging or vlog. Video blogging or vlog. On that note, we come to the end of the contest. So, ladies and gentlemen, the contest has been between the Accra Technical University and the SD Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies. It has been a very cagey and interesting contest which went down the wire. The scores for round 5, ladies and gentlemen. I know SD Dombo had no points in this round, but ATU answered 2 of the riddles. Yes, and that is 6 points. So we wait for the final scores to determine who won this contest and by extension who has qualified to the quarter-final stage. Before the scores, SD Dombo, how do you assess the contest?
Everything went on well, but we were not able to put in our best. It's rather unfortunate.
Have you considered defeat?
We await the final results.
ATU, how do you assess your performance in the contest?
Okay, we started on the low, but God being so good, we pick up later on, and we hope for the best after the final result is being.
Okay, certainly. Let's hope for the best whilst we see how the results went at the end of the contest. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the contest between SD Dombo University and the Accra Technical University, in the contest, the second contest of the round of 16, to determine who joins Central University at the quarter-final stage, we have our final scores. The final scores at the end of the contest. SD Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies had 34 points. Accra Technical University had 43 points. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the result at the end of the contest. It is not an error of transposition. It is the true results at the end of the contest. It has been between SD Dombo and Accra Technical University at the end of the contest. By this result and by the powers in me vested, I hereby declare Accra Technical University as the winner of the contest and hereby qualifying to the quarter-final stage for the national championship. Congratulations to you, Accra Technical University. SD Dombo University, unfortunately, it did not go as planned. You did your best, but on the day, Accra Technical University won the contest. Unfortunately, this is where your journey may come to an end. But of course, we will see if you can still make it to the quarterfinal stage, depending on how the other results go. But even if it did not go as planned, thank you very much for making it to the national championship and for representing the Northern Zone and your university. If you don't come back, then we will see you in the 2025 edition of the TBSC. Thank you very much, SD Dombo. So, ladies and gentlemen, in the second round of 16 contests, which was between ATU and SD Dombo, Accra Technical University has won and they have made it to the quarterfinal stage. The next round of 16 contests will be between the University of Cape Coast and Heritage Christian University College. Please make a date with us as we bring you another very promising and interesting contest ahead. It's been my pleasure hosting you. On behalf of my technical team, my studio audience, we say thank you so much for joining us online. Anybody who joined us, we hope that you join us again for the next contest between University of Cape Coast and the Heritage Christian University College. On behalf of my technical team, David Abel, Prosper Azuma, NSJC, Felix Tay, Hussein Zakari, Jacob Doku, Francis, Norris Asari, Amamu, David Gazor, and everybody, Harrison, Franklin, Aka, and all those who join us. Thank you so much for being part of this contest. My name is Al Hassan Yusuf Traule. Remember that I love academic violence. I'll see you in the next episode of Academic Violence. Bye-bye for now.
Every day, the very essence of information is a great source of power. Adding to your options, knowing that quality and standard remains intact, and our content, which is accepted as truth and accuracy every day, is accessible on the go. Access your favorite daily graphic and our weeklies, The Mirror, Graphic Business, Graphic Showbiz, Junior Graphics, and Graphic Sports on Graphic News Plus app. It's the digital replicas of our work. Download Graphic News Plus app on the Google Play Store or Apple App Store, and available on www.graphicnewsplus.com as you remain abreast of and keep pace with on-the-minute news updates on the go. Home sweet home. Welcome family and friends. Choose the bundle that best works for you from as low as 10 Ghana cedis weekly.